Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Trev back in here to do another review for you. This time I'm going to try something different. I'm going to do a review on a retro playset. So this is going to be the review of the Batman Forever Wayne Manor. So I picked this up a couple weeks ago off eBay, and you know, you can get this thing pretty cheap at, at this point. I mean, this playset is it's a retro playset. It's one of the ones that I had when I was a kid. And then as I got older, I sold it, and then, as I've gotten back into collecting figures and stuff, I kind of wanted to pick one up again. Now, it doesn't fit in scale with 6-inch figures. I'll say that right off the bat. As you can see here, here's the DC Universe Classics Batman. He's way too tall. I mean, the door is, right in here, and he's like, his chest is up to basically the entranceway. About the only way you can, kind of, what I do with a lot of these playsets and why I like to have them is I like to put them in the background, kind of back farther, and then have a scene sort of like in front of them or around them. And it kind of creates the illusion that this is far away type thing. You could have like a team in front of it and that kind of stuff, and then put this in the back a little bit, put some stuff around the ground, and you can make it work out. But for those of you that collect 3 3/4 inch figures, this thing is perfect, man. It's a perfect size for that. It's really made for 3 3/4 inch or 5-inch, 6-inch figures, really, and this is one of the most, I think, produced playsets we've seen for any comic book figures. I mean, this thing has been released and re-released so many times it's not even funny. It was like released and re-released for pretty much every Batman movie up to the newer movies like Batman Begins and The Dark Knight and that. All four, the Batman Forever, Batman Returns, Batman the original one, and then Batman and Robin, it's pretty much been re-released for. It was also re-released for the animated series, and for there was actually like 2 or 3 incarnations of the animated series, even though they're all kind of the same thing. The New Adventures and all this kind of stuff they call it. So this thing was just released all the frickin' time, and it's a great playset. So it's a really, really cool playset. It's just I got this thing about a week and a half ago, so I've had a chance to play with it around a little bit. I'm gonna try my best to review this and keep it in frame, but it's kind of hard. So it's got the doorway here, and it does fold out. This one's broken that I got, but it's got all the pieces, so it didn't really matter too much. Let's try to keep this level here. So it unfolds, and it is big. It comes with this part here that's the unfolds on the inside, and this is like kind of like the Batcave part. Now there is supposed to be a part that comes down here that's supposed to be like brown, and it's supposed to have the clock with a door kind of that the smaller Batman 3 3/4 inch figures could fit through, and it's supposed to fold up so that the Batmobile can go through it. But as you can see, this one's kind of older and broken in a lot of ways. Like this part's broken off here, and so is so it doesn't fold out properly and that kind of stuff. To give you an inside view of Wayne Manor, I will shift that over here. Batman out of our way. So as you can see, I hate it when sellers on eBay send stuff and they don't clean it. This thing is dusty as shit. I gotta go over and clean it, but I'll do that whatever after the review. It's no problem. You'd think too if I was going to prepare, I would clean this before the review, but I'm not going to. This is the real thing, man. This is how it goes. When you buy shit off eBay, sellers don't give a shit, man, because once they've got your money, they just send it to you. They're not going to clean shit. So freaking dust everywhere, man. The roof is one of the parts I really like a lot. So not all the roofs have the same design on it, but it's got this glass design here, and it does come in. You can knock it in so that you could have characters coming through the roof, that kind of stuff, and it does lock in place like that. So the rooftop is a really nice part. You can have figures on that, like just to give you some idea. I'll try to get Batman on there. And this thing also does come in different shapes and sizes as well. You will have, there are lots of different shapes that it comes in, and colors too. So here's Batman here on the roof. And, looks pretty good. Not bad. So, it's, a nice cool display set to have there with your figures. Just get this back into, pretty good frame there. Not bad. Good enough. Let's put Batman aside for a second. On the inside of the bat part, of the Batcave part, there isn't really much here. It's just kind of like, a plain design. And some of the smaller figures can stand on that part there. And then the other part, which is the Batcave portion of it. See, this playset, it's got quite a bit to it, quite a bit of different parts here that you can use to display your figures and stuff. On this third fold-out section, this is the part that has the most variant between the figures, or between the releases. As you can see here, here's the Mr. Freeze with the bat chair and that kind of stuff. and I'll get a close up here on the console. The console's pretty nice. I gotta clean it, but you know, so again, it's a little small compared to a 6-inch figure. You know, he's not going to fit in the chair or anything. 3 3/4-inch figures I'm sure would, but you know, I'm probably going to use this part here for a different display. So we'll see how that goes. And then in here there's supposed to be, this is where the Batman changes type thing. Let's see if I can get it. Yep, there we go. So you can put the bat suit there kind of thing, and then kind of hide it. It's got this little lat top that turns with it. So that's pretty cool. The chair also does have articulation. It does turn and stuff. And then down here is where you're supposed to be able to hold the, you know, his bat armor and all the different accessories that came with all the figures. These figures used to come with a ridiculous amount of accessories, just a ridiculous amount. And then on the back here we've got, this is sort of like the water tanks and that kind of stuff. This part does vary a lot too, depending on which version of this you get. Some of them will have, you know, different stuff on it. It's got some different platforms and stuff. It looks pretty nice. I like the stickers on it and all that kind of stuff. So very, very cool. Good for, you know, any of the guys who collect DC Infinite Heroes, or you just like Batman figures in general, and you got some older Batman figures, and you know you want to have a playset to display it with. You can get this pretty cheap. This guy right now, I think, you know, on eBay, I'll just grab the rest to show it all together. On eBay, you can get this thing for, you know, as little as, I think this one only cost me, like, you know, doesn't have all the pieces, right? So, but I mean, this thing is really old at this point, almost 20 years old, this playset from when it was originally designed. The doors at the front here. This has most of the pieces, not all of them. I was able to get this for like, I think it was $10 or $15, maybe $20. Shipping, though, is the big problem. Shipping's going to cost you, you know, $20, $30 depending on where you are, but hey, you can still get Wayne Manor pretty cheap. So, you know, here's a retro playset review. If you guys like this, I've got some other playsets I'll review, like the Technodrome, the Turtles playset, that kind of stuff, from, you know, long-ass time ago. So if you enjoy it, just let me know, and I'll keep doing the playset reviews. I'll see you guys. Peace.